Hello, welcome to Escrow Escapes. This is the real estate stories, market trends, and true tales from the front lines of closings. I am Matthew Halliday, Navy veteran and father of three girls, also a full time real estate agent. Let's get into it.
We don't have the HOA Estoppel. Keys on the table, everyone ready to sign, and suddenly the loan can't fund. Welcome to Escrow Escapes. I'm Matthew Halliday, and today we're diving into a closing that ground to a halt over one missing document. Stick with me. By the end of this episode, you'll have 3 clear moves to prevent or fix estoppel delays, copy-paste email language you can use immediately, and a short checklist to add to your condo transactions. No legal promises, just practical steps that save time and stress. Picture the scene: buyer, seller, 2 agents, the lender representative, and the title officer around a small table. Everyone expects signatures. The underwriter is on the phone. The loan needs title to be clear. Then the title officer leans forward and says, "We don't have the HOA estoppel. No estoppel, no confirmation of assessments, no transfer fee figure. Lender, can't fund until title's clean." The buyer, who already moved out of the rental, freezes. The listing agent apologizes. The buyer's agent scrambles. Later, the title officer told me the estoppel request had been placed, but the HOA had just approved a surprise special assessment. That one line item blew up the numbers, and nobody had a plan for the 30-minute scramble that followed. So what exactly is an estoppel? Plain and simple. It's a statement from the HOA or management that shows the unit's account as of a specific date, dues paid, any pending special assessments, transfer fees, fines, and whether the HOA's paperwork and insurance meet lender standards. Title and lenders use it to confirm there are no surprise debts that could become liens after closing. Start by ordering the estoppel immediately. Don't wait for underwriting to ask. Order it as soon as the contract is ratified, ideally within 48 to 72 hours. That cushion catches slow management companies and gives time for follow-up if the HOA runs on a weekly or monthly schedule. Here's a simple timeline you can slot into any transaction. Order within 72 hours, confirm receipt within 5 business days, follow up on day 10, and escalate by day 15 if nothing's delivered. For associations that habitually take longer, add a 7 to 10 day buffer. Lock these dates into your transaction calendar now. Use this email to place the request. Copy, paste, customize. Hello. This is agent name for the sale of property address. Please provide an HOA estoppel or status letter showing current assessments, any pending special assessments, transfer fees, and proof of insurance, effective as of date. We need the document for closing scheduled on closing date. Please confirm receipt and anticipated delivery date. Thank you. Include names and phone numbers so they can't ghost the request. When the estoppel arrives, audit it. Don't skim. Check the regular monthly assessment, any pending or approved special assessments, transfer or resale fees charged at closing, recorded or pending litigation notes, and the insurance language. These are the items that change underwriting decisions and buyer math. If you see a surprise charge, start with a short, sharp question. Hold on, what's this charge? Then paste this clarification request. Hello. The estoppel for address lists a special assessment of amount, approved on date. Please provide the board minutes or resolution approving this assessment, the payment schedule, and whether any portion is due at transfer. Also confirm whether transfer fees will be charged at closing in the exact amount. We need documentation for underwriting and title. Thank you. Facts, documents, that's what underwriters want. Let's run one quick example so this isn't abstract. Imagine a $500 special assessment shows up the week of closing. That reduces the buyer's cash to close by $500, or reduces the seller's net by $500 if the seller pays. If nobody planned for it, the lender may refuse funding until the assessment is resolved, or you'll need an extension. Both costly. Small numbers add up fast at the closing table. If the HOA drags its feet, you still have options. Start by negotiating a short extension with the lender and buyer. Often, a day or two saves the deal. If that won't work, consider reserving funds in escrow or prorating the suspected amount at closing so the transaction can move forward while documentation catches up. Here's a brief escrow holdback example you can adapt. Buyer and seller agree to reserve $X in escrow to cover the disputed special assessment indicated on the HOA Estoppel, to be released on receipt of documentation confirming the assessment status or by date. Title company shall hold funds until resolution. Lender and parties consent to this arrangement. Always run the language by your title officer first. Lenders need to sign off. When escalation is necessary, be methodical. Send a certified demand to the management company, copy the HOA board, loop in the title officer, and keep a paper trail. If things stay stalled, involve counsel or a demand letter. Those steps often move a slow board faster than polite emails alone. One immediate action to take right now. Within 48 hours of ratification, send the Estoppel request email I read earlier. Ask for board minutes for the last 12 months and any pending assessment resolutions, and copy the title officer. Put a 10 business day follow-up on your calendar. That single triage cuts the chance of a last-minute surprise by a large margin. If you want the checklist and the email templates, head to the show notes or our website. We put downloadable copies so you can paste them into your workflow. And if this episode helped, please subscribe to Escrow Escapes for more closing room stories, templates, and practical tools. That's a wrap on this episode. Thanks for listening, and remember, every deal has its bumps. It's how you navigate them that counts. Catch you next time.
Thanks for listening to Escrow Escapes. For more real estate tips, market updates, and behind-the-scenes stories, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I am Matthew Halliday. We'll see you on the next closing. Thanks. Have a great day.